Oh, Macklin, how disappointed are you to measure out at 5'11" and 3/4 there?
Oh, so close. Probably gonna be 6 foot. It's kind of disappointing.
I'll just round up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or are you going for that 11th pull up there to look like you wanted it? Yeah, to kind of take the lead.
I want to try to go, but I had nothing left. So.
How are the workouts in general? Were you happy with your results?
Yeah, I mean, got a lot of stuff to improve on. That's what I kind of realized, but yeah, I mean, I did my best, and I mean, that's all you can control.
You mentioned yesterday just being blown away by Z at Frozen 4. What about his game from time to Shattuck to now has really changed? What stood out to you?
I mean, he's gotten taller, he's gotten bigger, he's gotten smoother, faster. The one thing that really impressed me was his ability to control the game. He kind of controlled the pace of play every time he was out there, and not a lot happened when he was on the ice defensively for him. So he's able to shut those plays down. So that's something that I feel like has really impressed me about his game.
Did you expect him to be here, top 10 pick, when you guys were at Shattuck together?
I don't think we were really thinking about this when we were at Shattuck. We were just enjoying playing hockey.
You talked about staying in the moment and how time flies. So now that this chapter of your prospect here is complete, what do you take out of the comment? What's the memory of what you're doing?
Yeah, just how enjoyable it is, the friendships and relationships I made while I was here. Met a lot of new people, got to know some people better than I knew in the past. So I feel like that's just something that I've really enjoyed.
When do you think you might begin peeking ahead to being in this sport?
I mean, looking forward to it. It's going to be a really cool experience. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot between now and then. So just going to continue living it day by day.
Macklin, how great is it to go somewhere familiar out to California, possibly with the number one pick going to San Jose?
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, it'd be great. Like, I mean, I've lived there for a year and kind of got to know the area a little bit. So, I mean, if I get picked there, that'd be great.
Your dad works for Golden State Warriors. What's your basketball game like?
I think it's pretty good, but every time I play and he watches, he says I'm a hockey player playing basketball. So.
Do you think you have a chance of going up against Steph playing at any point, or?
Probably not. Probably not. No, I don't think that'd go over very well.
Have you got a chance to meet some Golden State Warriors through your dad?
Yeah, being around the team a little bit when I was a little younger, when we lived there and stuff, I was able to meet a couple of guys.
Macklin, if you could steal one trait from an active NHLer and apply it to your game, what would it be?
I think it's pretty obvious, but McDavid's speed. Or just agility on the ice. Like, I mean, that's something you can't really teach. So.
The scouts identified you as a special talent when you were a young kid. So the natural ability was there, but what part of your game do you feel did not come naturally and you especially had to work on to make you a well-rounded player?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much, I mean, you just, like, growing up, you just gotta keep working on everything. That's what I feel like. There wasn't one specific thing that I felt like I really improved. Maybe my skating. My skating wasn't very good when I was a lot younger, but yeah, throughout the years, I've just tried to work on everything and improve everything to the best of my ability.
What has this experience been like for you since being young and having this kind of attention on you for years now? What is that like to go through?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool for sure, but for whatever reason, it was never something I really focused on. It was just something that was there, and maybe you can call it a benefit or whatever, but it was never really something that I really paid attention to.
Macklin, how important was it for you to go to the USHL collegiate route as opposed to CHL, WHL?
Sorry, what was the?
How important was it for you to go the collegiate USHL route as opposed to the CHL, WHL?
It was great for me. I'm really happy with my decision. It was a great experience playing against older, stronger, faster guys. So, I mean, I couldn't be more happy with my decision.
And how do you attribute that success against the competition that you played against? Because it seems that every single level that you're at, you just seem to be best player, no matter who you're playing against?
I mean, for the most part, I just try to be the best player I can be, play my game, and I mean, do things that I feel will help the team win. So, I mean, when it comes to that stuff, I just feel like I just try to do the best I can be, and sometimes it works out.
You were asked yesterday about the benefits of going back to BU if you ever chose that, or ever made that decision. I'm just wondering, after the season you just had there, like what more do you feel you need to accomplish at that level or prove after they had a lot of success this season?
Yeah, we didn't win anything this year, so came really close on a lot of different levels. So, I mean, that'd definitely be something that I would want to go back for. Maybe bring a couple championships back to BU that we missed out on this year.
Who's the most talented player in the draft that you played against? Not necessarily the best player, but just pure talent.
I mean, these guys are the best players in the world at this age, so it's hard to choose one. I mean, there's a lot of special players here that I've played against, and a lot of special players here that I haven't played against as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough to choose one.
Is there one or two whose skill sort of jumps out?
I mean, you got different strengths, like Cole's shot, Zeev's ability to maneuver. I played against Artem Levchinov for a while. His skating and his ability with the puck, like, I mean, that's just to name a few, but there's many more.
Can you name one aspect of Cole Eiserman's game that maybe people tend to underestimate and shouldn't?
I feel like his physicality, his playmaking ability, those are two things that I feel like he doesn't get credit for. I mean, I've seen him for the last 4 or 5 years, his ability to make plays, and when he's not scoring or doing all that stuff, his ability to kind of bring energy to the team with his physicality and his force of his play. So, I mean, those are things I feel like he doesn't really get enough credit for.
What's the first talk? Go ahead.
If you zone in on the second half of your year after World Juniors, did going through that playoff experience and going all the way to the final really, kind of pull the best out of you and your game?
For the Frozen Four?
Yeah.
Yeah. It did. Anytime you're on that stage or you get so close to a championship, you try to give it your all every time you're on the ice. And I feel like every single guy on our team did that when we were there. And it's unfortunate the way it ended, but yeah, I feel like that moment and that stage brought the best ever.
What's the first hockey memory you have growing up? Could be playing or watching.
That's a good question. A young memory of mine when I was probably 5 years old, going to a Canucks game and watching the Canucks play. The Sedins, Ryan Kessler, and that group that went to the finals. So that was a very special memory for me.
Do you have a favorite player on the Canucks from those days?
I mean, I love the whole team, but I also love the Sedins and Ryan Kessler.
So your offense obviously jumps out, but can you describe, how would you characterize the importance of your off-the-puck game and your overall game?
I feel like the stuff away from the puck, the defensive part of my game, that just all helps with the success I have on the offensive side too. Like, if you do the little things, if you work on the little details away from the puck, the more turnovers, the more opportunities you'll get offensively. So that's where I feel like that stuff's really important.
Who are the current Canucks Steelers for going up against them?
Oh, I mean, they have a lot of special players. I mean, I can't really name one guy, but no, I mean, playing against those guys would be really fun.
Macklin, I'm curious to know if you play a lot of like NHL 24 in your spare time with any of your teammates. You're not in the game because of the NCAA rules. What overall would you give yourself if you were to be in the game?
Probably, I don't even know, probably 75, 74.
Okay.
that too high or too low?
It's probably too low.
Yeah.
Just a couple more.
Yesterday you talked about your brother, but how important has your entire family been in this process, just helping you through this, getting you to this point?
I wouldn't be here without them. They, I mean, my parents, my siblings, every single one of them has contributed to the person and player I am today. So without them, I wouldn't be where I am, and I couldn't be more grateful for them.
Even from afar, what was it like to see an old teammate like Michael Hage have a big year this year, especially big second half?
It was great. It was great. We roomed together here and we talked a bunch about his year and stuff. And I mean, it was amazing to watch. I saw some of his highlights and watched some of his games. So, I mean, he's an amazing player. I've known that for a while. So, no, it was really cool to see.
Was it nice to have a familiar pal to room with here and kind of go through some of the stuff with?
Yeah, it was really cool. Kind of broke down every day, did a little recap, but no, it was definitely good to have someone here that I'm familiar with.
Does it matter going for, how much does it matter going first or doesn't?
I mean, I don't really look at it like that. I feel like it's just whatever organization picks me. I feel like I'll just be grateful. I mean, it's a dream come true to get drafted in the NHL, so I'm looking forward to that, to the draft in Vegas, and yeah, I don't think I really look at it like that.
Thank you, Matt.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.